The Bruno deal has not been done yet. Even though West Ham and Flamengo are thought to be in very advanced talks over the transfer of Fabrizio Bruno, it seems that they're still to make a decision on when the move will take place. Earlier this week, as soon as the agreement was announced that he would be coming to West Ham, it's been claimed that the centre-back would only play 2 more games for his current club, which for me is actually a bit odd and a massive risk. Now, that was Wednesday's match against Amazonas, which he did feature in, and then Tuesday's game against the Millonarios in the Copa Libertadores. Now, several reports are suggesting that the Flamengo are planning a farewell tribute for the player in the next match, but that may not be his final game before joining West Ham. The story states that even though that the Flamengo side are afraid of him picking up an injury, it's Fabrizio Bruno's desire that will dictate whether he'll play more or not, and he may be on the pitch another time for Flamengo. Now, as Flamengo have a derby against the Vasco da Gama on June the 2nd, there's a chance that that could be his farewell match, and that reportedly sounds quite an appetizing goodbye for the player as he potentially moves to London to West Ham. Now, I find it quite fascinating because if West Ham are genuinely going to be signing the player, which we'll talk about the structure of the deal, then it'll be down to West Ham whether or not I think they would want him to play in those games. Surely that's what you would think. And I feel like it would be testing the luck, to be honest, and it would concern me. Now, apparently, West Ham are going to pay the transfer fee for Bruno in 3 installments to Flamengo. It's been reported that West Ham have bid about £13 million for the defender, and the payment for the player will be paid over 3 installments by West Ham over the course of the season. And it's been suggested that it's not a signing that Lopetegui had been looking at, but rather one that's been scouted whilst playing for Brazil versus England. And yeah, I think it's a good signing. I think it is a good signing. And I think he's due to come into the UK in and around about the 14th of June if this does happen and doesn't pick up an injury as well. Now, in terms of the type of player he is, he's 6'4" centre back. And what's interesting is, thanks to a site called Hammers Hub, they did a little bit of due diligence on the player. And last season, in terms of his stats for Flamengo in the top league in Brazil, for the club, he was first for minutes played. He was first for passes. He was first for completed passes. He was first for the pass success rate. He was first for accurate long passes. He was first for accurate short passes. He was first for clearances, first for accurate free kicks, first for dribbling pass players, and second for aerial duel wins. So that's over a season in the top league in Brazil. So the players obviously got the attribute to be able to play from the back. And what's quite exciting about this is, even though he's 28, he is at the top of his game, at the top of his game, and he comes with a nominal fee, a really small fee. And that is, I suppose, not necessarily a gamble that West Ham are making here. It's a bit of a no-brainer. You're bringing in a player who is a Brazilian international, playing at the height of his club and career in Brazil, and bringing him over. And that is, in theory, might not be the age that you're looking at, but still young, still got years left in him. But that is exactly what West Ham should be looking at. That's the transfer policy that they are looking at. And it honestly looks like we're looking at ball-playing defenders. That's something we've missed for all my days, a long, long, long time. So the deal, as we said, looks like it could be happening. It's not confirmed yet. It's not happened yet, but they're in very close proximity. And to be honest with you, if the deal was done, I can't imagine that he would be playing his game. I think the deal is on the table. I think it's very close to being agreed. 3 installments over the place of a season, all for around about £13 million. He comes with a low weekly wage in comparison to what you'd be buying if you're buying from the Premier League or some of the other bigger leagues in the world. Put your comments in. Let me know your thoughts. Fabrizio Romano, I can't help but say it, but Fabrizio Bruno coming to West Ham. Are you happy? Are you sad? Let me know. Take it easy.